How you doing? I'm Trenius, and I'm about to tell you how to instantly activate your pineal gland and open your third eye. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to give you a technique that you can use to activate your third eye whenever you need to. And I'm going to also tell you a little bit about meditation. Y'all ready? Let's get down into it. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. How many people want to open their third eye? You want to open your third eye? Oh my God, it's you. Yeah, it's you. You want to open your third eye. All right, I'm about to tell you how to open your third eye. Okay, no, all jokes aside, because this is a real serious topic. Okay, how many of y'all heard about the ancient Egyptians, right? You heard about the ancient Egyptians, and you know a little bit about the hieroglyphs and stuff that they etched in the wall since the beginning of time and all this, and you probably know a little bit about the Eye of Horus and all that stuff, right? Like, and you tried to compare it to this and this. This is where you're at, like right now. Me, just right, we're here together, right? Okay, so the things that they painted on the wall, the hieroglyphs, you know, the Eye of Horus, it's a symbolism. I don't even know if I said that word. Did I say that word right? It's symbolism to the third eye, folks. The third eye. Basically, they was trying to get us to understand the inner consciousness. They was trying to get us to understand the third eye that we have. Now, for those of you who don't know what the pineal gland is a gland in the very middle, the center of your head. If I tilt my head down, it's directly in the middle of my head. Like, I can't say it any better than that. I'm not like a neurologist or anything, but it's like in the very middle of your brain, right? And this pineal gland is responsible for every other gland in your body. The pituitary gland, yeah. The sectorial gland, yeah. It's responsible for all the glands that are in your body. And it's even responsible for, you know, your mind. So those times when you're feeling like very happy, you know, you're super excited, like, yeah. The pineal gland had to place the order for that to happen. You know, when you're very depressed, like, oh no, if I want them back. The pineal gland had to put in an order for that to happen. Like when you're like on a roller coaster ride and you're like, oh my God, oh my God. The pineal gland had to put an order in for that to happen. So everything has to go to the pineal gland first. And in other words, a lot of people like to think of the pineal gland, which is actually the third eye. You know, it's the seat of the soul. It's the seat of the soul. This is the part in your mind where when you get really, really, really good at meditation, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later in this video, you will begin to feel like you're on the throne in the seat of the soul when you become very expertise at meditation. Okay? So I said instantly, right? How to instantly activate the pineal gland. Okay, so let's get right down into it, folks. Let's do it. So one thing you need to know about your very own eyes, your two eyes. Your two eyes, you know, everybody uses their two eyes, but the two eyes, folks, you only see like what the eyes see. And when I say that, what I mean is a lot of people can only see the things that they want to believe, or, you know, it's a lot of judging going on. It's a lot of stereotypical, you know, like just analyzing going on. Like when we look at our two eyes, we look at good and we see evil. It was good and evil. But this is what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is once upon a time, you know, when you were using your two eyes, you were able to look at everything and be like, okay, this is good. This is bad for me. Okay, that person is doing something bad to me, so I'm going to get mad and I'm not going to like them anymore. Oh my God, this person is black. That person is white, so I shouldn't go hang with them because that person is white and I'm black, and that person is green and I'm blue. Like the two eyes, you know, were mentally programmed ever since you was a kid to believe the beliefs that you believe right now. Now, let me use this as an example. Think about, like, okay, so say if you weren't born with any parents and you were just born into the world, right? Okay, you wouldn't have no choice but to use your third eye. You wouldn't have no choice but to use your intuition, your inner guiding system, the part of you that's connected to the universe. And so this is what the ancient Egyptians did. You know, they were so in tune with the universe because they knew all of these secrets that we are trying to figure out today. Isn't that funny how we have so much technology today, but we still so like slow? But when we look back in time, people that didn't have a lot of technology, they were so like spiritually, universally inclined. You know what I mean? Why? Because they weren't spoiled. They had to like actually make a way for themselves. So it's the same thing like with a baby that was born with no parents. Just say if you was born with no parents or no family or nobody around you to care for you, you would have to grow up and you would have to become a person on the island like Tom Hanks in the movie Castaway, where you just have to like create a friend, your third eye, which is that soccer ball that he was talking to, and he was like, hey, what should I do? Should I like sail away or should I just like continue to build my boat? You know what I mean? Like, you have to become that person who is intuitively conscious with your inner self. So that's what being, in touch with your third eye or activating your third eye and, activating and opening your pineal gland is all about. It's just being in tune with your inner self versus what you were programmed to believe based on what you can see with your own two eyes. Everybody that told you everything that you should know, they told you everything that you should know based on what they saw with their own two eyes. I can guarantee you, if you're watching this video, none of the people that ever taught you in your whole life growing up in the history of America or the history of UK or wherever you're at in the world ever told you anything that you can learn from intuition. They never told you anything about the dynamics of the spiritual world and how you can like actually like, thwart this kingdom to this kingdom and learn this kingdom, and then this kingdom would present you to the Syria of galactic alignment, and then you would just automatically know exactly what it is you're supposed to do to activate your third eye. Like, nobody told you that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what we're talking about right now. So in order to activate your pineal gland or your third eye, you got to just get rid of all the old beliefs. Everything that you've ever been taught, you have to just go ahead and know that that's not for you. What's for you is that inner eye, that third eye. I mean, you can't see the third eye with your own two eyes, but it's there. It's there. It's just like the wind. We blow, we don't see it. Energy is all around us, but we can't see it, but we can feel it. It's the same thing with the third eye. So what you're going to do is I'm going to get you to a point where you can like actually walk around and your third eye is like open all the time. But first you got to listen to the technique that I'm going to give you in order to get to that point, okay? So first things first, meditation. For those of you who do not meditate, you got to get in the habit of meditating. And in the meditating, it only takes like 5 minutes out your day. You mean tell me you can't take 5 minutes out your day to like meditate and be quiet, be in a quiet space where you're actually focusing on yourself? I mean, everybody wants you. Everybody wants to be a part of you. Everybody's always taking you and draining you for your energy all throughout the day. But you got to get to a point where it's like, you know what? I'm going to care about me, and it's going to be about me this time of the day. This is about me. Like, care about yourself for a chance. And this is how you grow more on like activating your third eye and caring more about your inner self. So you're going to take like 5 minutes out your day, you're going to meditate. You can be laying down in the bed. You could be sitting Indian style. I mean, as long as you're in a quiet place, you're away from distractions, you got your iPhone on silent, you put the kids to sleep, the husband's out doing something, or maybe the wife's out doing something with her friend, girls, or whatever the case may be, whoever you are, him or her, get in a quiet spot, get in a quiet place, okay? So I'm going to move into the technique part. I hope you're staying tuned. Thank y'all so much for staying tuned. I got an incense burning. In my like home or whatever because aroma gets me more in tune with activating my third eye. When you get more into understanding how your third eye works, which I'm sure you will after this video, and then I'm telling you how to activate it, you will begin to do things like that because foods, aromas and smells and scents and all that stuff gets you more intuitively in tune with your third eye. And so when you're like relaxing and you're about to meditate in this cool, calm, and collective space, in order to meditate, the first thing that you should start doing is calming your body down. A lot of people don't know how to calm their body down and calm every part of their body down so it can be relaxed. One thing I like to do when I meditate is I like to tell all my body parts to like just shut off, like feet shut off, calf muscles shut off, thighs shut off, and I move all the way up my body. Pancreas, stop being a pancreas, whatever that is. Arms, shut off, stop being strong. Neck, stop shaking. And like I'm serious, like once I get to that point, like where I've like shut down all the muscles and the body parts of my body off, then it's like only thing I can hear next is my breath. So when you're meditating, the key is to focus only on your breath. Because what's going to happen is when you're meditating, you're going to start thinking about a lot of different thoughts that come into your mind. Like, how many of you like have a lot of thoughts that come into your mind while you meditate? I know a lot of people do. I mean, because when I used to start meditating, I used to have a lot of things come to my mind. I didn't know what it meant, and I didn't know what to do. But I'm telling you what to do if you want to instantly activate the pineal gland and open the third eye. This is the technique. So you have to make sure that you focus on your breathing. Every time you start to think about all these visions that are coming to your head while your eyes are closed and you're thinking about yesterday and your boyfriend and your girlfriend and what you're going to do at work tomorrow and how much food you're going to eat today and you're going to get fat and blow up. Like, you got to start. No, I'm thinking about my breath. My breath. And you can really make the noise like, you know, like when you're meditating of breathing, inhaling, exhaling. And then, you know, the more you are relaxed and the more you're able to meditate on and focus on your breathing, the more you'll begin to like visualize your breath going in and out your body, you know. Damn, that incense is strong in here, man. But it smells so good. And I'm so in tune. I'm so activated right now in my third eye. But so the more you begin to inhale and exhale, you know, the more you will begin to visualize your breath. And so when your mind is focused on your breath, your breathing, basically it's just focused on the universe, because air, oxygen, all that comes from the universe. All that comes from the universe, and that's what's filling your body right now. And this is the primary nutrient that your third eye needs in order to be like enably activated. Okay, so once you get to the point where you are focused on your breathing and everything is working good, now this is where it gets really, really tricky and really, really sci-fi, okay? Are you still tuned in? You still tuned in? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have to focus on your third eye. Now, we all know the third eye is not literally like right there, like you can see it with our own two eyes. It's more and more like magical than the two eyes. It's there, but you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? This pineal gland in the middle of our head focuses the energy out the center of our forehead, but you can't see it. And I think that's the reason why this light is shining on my head right now, because it's probably like getting energy from who I am as a human being, you know, to the electromagnetic waves in the bioelectrical field of the universe, I guess I want to say. Does that sound technical? But anyway, so when you are in that bliss of knowing that your breathing is actually helping you increase your vibratory rate, you're gonna have to look up in your head, in your mind's eye, behind the eyelids. You're gonna have to look up at your third eye. You're gonna have to look up slanted, and you have to look up like this. Like, the more you continue to look up to your third eye, the more you continuously like get in the habit of looking up at your third eye, the more you will sense that your third eye is like calling for both of your eyes to like lock. You know, you're going to get to that point where it's like, the more you look up at your third eye, I mean, you're not going to necessarily like look at your third eye. You just have to like look up at the part of your forehead that your third eye will be. And you look up in your mind's eye like that. Does that make any sense? You look up like that, and then while your eyes are closed, you will lock. Now, when you lock into this state of meditation, now when you got to this point of meditation, that's when things are really starting to get interesting, okay? That's when the universe, that's when you connect to the universe. The universe is going to start sending you all kinds of visualizations and images and pictures of things or whatever that you might need to know. Now, the key is this. The key is not to think about everything that you're seeing like in a duality perspective or dualistic perspective. So that means that now that you have released the ideology, you are released of mythologies and superstitions and traditional beliefs, and you're just completely empty and free of all the negative energies that try to program your mind when you are in this meditative state of consciousness. Okay, now you can look at these visions and these images that are coming to your mind as just like face value. Like, now you can just be the observer. Now you can just sit back and look at all the things that the universe is telling you who you are, what you're here to do, what's going to happen for you, you know, what's in store from you, what you're endowed with, what type of person you are, what to expect, so forth and so forth and so forth. It's kind of like you're sitting in a movie theater and you're just watching a big screen of a movie that you've never seen before, and you can't judge it because you don't even know what the outcome is going to be like. It's the same thing when it comes down to understanding the third eye and how it works when it sends you these visions once you've actually like looked up and you've locked on to the third eye. Now, after you've gotten the habit of practicing this regularly, which I'm pretty sure you would do because it only takes 5 minutes to meditate every night. That's simple, that's easy. Give a thumbs up if you're going to meditate every single night, or you're going to meditate every other night in order to like get to this level of consciousness so that you can actually instantly activate your pineal gland and open your third eye. Okay? Don't play. Let's keep it real. Okay, so once you get to that point, folks, the whole objective is to be living your waking life to where your third eye is working for you at all times. Now, consciously, the third eye is working for everybody at all times because that's the reason why people are able to be happy, sad, and this and that, and everything I discussed in the very beginning of this video. You understand what I'm saying? But you want to get to a point to where it's like, you know, you're doing that more than ever before. And so when you get to a point where your third eye is open and like at all times more than ever before, it helps you be the person that I was telling you about at the very beginning of the video, which is somebody who's not really reactive to negative things that people do. So when negative people like get in your nerves and try to make you feel upset or sad, you won't necessarily like react like, oh my God, I'm gonna beat you up, like I'm gonna beat you down. Like you don't even get mad anymore because you understand that you have your own individuality and you're operating out of a state of love. And you understand that the reason why they're mad at you is because they don't love themselves. This is the things that you know when your third eye is open, because when you have your third eye open, it allows you to be like in a state of consciousness where it's just like you're in your own individuality of level of happiness and love and radiance. Like your aura is like super big, you know, and so no longer are you giving into other people's energy that tell you what you're not and all this negative stuff like that. Now you know that they just need love, and you have to come from a state of love in order to help them, you know, get from where they are. But you don't necessarily have to help anybody, you know. Stay in your own bubble, stay in your own consciousness. And like I can guarantee you, like the more you continuously practice this meditation technique, the more you'll get better, the more you'll feel free, the more you'll feel happy every single day when you wake up. You know, because your third eye is always open. It's always open, folks. But I just try to get you in a habit of understanding how to use your third eye consciously, you know, rather than your subconscious mind opening your third eye when it wants to. Now you can do it when you want to, okay? And the way to do it when you want to is simply just making sure that you meditate regularly and using this technique that I have just revealed to you in this video. So I hope this message resonated with you. Give this video a thumbs up if this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was such a fun topic. I love you so much. And if you want to watch another video pertaining to awakening or opening the third eye, I have another fascinating video right up here in this little tag that you can click. And so I'll see you in the next video. For those of you who are still tuned in and you want to subscribe to me, you can subscribe over here in the bottom right hand corner right beside my name of this video. You at the very bottom of the video right beside my name. Or you can just click this little ugly face of me right here where I'm smiling and I'm all cool and all this. And if you want to watch another video pertaining to third eye activation, just click this video right here. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. I'm Trenius Henderson of the infamous Living Room Network. I will see you in the next video. Peace.